So, here's the question we're diving into. How can a single car be a genuine, street-legal track weapon and at the same time be the perfect partner for a proper European weekend? This is the paradox we're exploring. We call it the hybrid edge.
So let's set the scene. Imagine it's Thursday evening in Zurich. That rigid workweek feeling just starts to melt away, and what's left is this quiet, building sense of what's about to come. The city isn't the destination. It's the perfect, friction-free launchpad for the whole experience.
And there it is, the GT4 RS, just waiting. In this moment, you know it's so much more than a machine. It's the key that's about to unlock the journey, the landscapes, and the whole rhythm of the weekend that's just beginning.
Every journey like this starts with a kind of transition. Leaving the city always takes a little bit of conscious effort. But then, pretty soon, all of that just gives way to this effortless sense of flow as you hit the open road.
As you leave Zurich behind, you can feel the landscape and the car start to change together. The motorways fade into these beautiful, sweeping roads, and you see the first real inclines of the Alps. And the car, it just comes alive. Not just mechanically, but emotionally. You can feel it settle into its true element.
And this is where the experience really deepens. The driving and the landscape, they become completely connected. Those incredible views, they're not just a backdrop. They actually change your pace, your focus. The whole journey shifts from being a task to the state of total immersion. It just flows.
And all of this, it points to this really rare dual nature that the car has. See, this isn't just about a quick, spirited drive in the afternoon. We're talking about a complete weekend experience, something much, much more substantial. And here's the crucial point. What we're calling the hybrid edge, it's not just about having a high-performance machine that can kind of accommodate a weekend trip. It's about a car that actively enables it. It blends that extreme capability with the elegance and usability you need for overnights and for crossing borders. It doesn't compromise the weekend. It creates it.
You know, that really hits the nail on the head. There's a huge difference between a car you can admire from afar and one that actually fits seamlessly into your life, into these moments of real escape and experience.
Let's just look at that distinction for a second, because it really matters. A day trip, it's a short outing. A real weekend, that's an immersive journey. It means overnights, it means crossing borders. It's about experiencing something in practice, not just in theory. And that's the world the GT4 RS is built for. The depth and the substance of a true European weekend.
But the road is only the first part of this story. To really get this car, we need to add a second, absolutely essential layer to its identity. And that is its undeniable credibility on the track.
So, what is it that takes this from being an incredible road car to something that's truly complete? Well, the answer isn't just on that mountain pass. The ultimate proof of its engineering, of its soul, that lies somewhere else entirely.
And it's so important to understand this. The track capability here is not for show. It's not decorative. It's not just about a big wing or fancy brakes. It is a deadly serious, deeply engineered part of this car's DNA. And the standard we're talking about is, well, it's uncompromising. This car isn't just track capable. It was engineered with the insane demands of legendary circuits like Spa and Monza in mind, places that test a car's stability, its braking, its balance to the absolute limit. That's the level of credibility we're talking about here.
What's interesting, though, is that the track isn't its main identity. The Alpine weekend, that comes first. That's the experience. But the circuit, that's the ultimate validation. It's the proof that makes the entire idea so unusually complete.
So what we have are two very distinct worlds, the flowing rhythm of an Alpine road and the brutal, honest proof of the racetrack. The real magic of this car is how it brings both of those together into one completely coherent, legitimate weekend.
And that right there is the core idea. Lots of cars can perform on a road and on a track, but very, very few feel completely authentic, completely at home in both of those demanding environments. That sense of legitimacy is what makes this car so incredibly rare.
And this is where that feeling of admiration you have for the car turns into real, practical confidence. The emotional pull of the design gets validated by its real-world capability. You just know that what the car promises you on the mountain pass, it can absolutely prove on the track.
So once the logic of the car becomes really clear, once you can actually picture that weekend for yourself, the focus naturally shifts. It goes from the how to the who. It becomes a much more personal question.
And that's the question we'll leave you with. Now that the logic of the car makes sense, the only question left is a personal one.
Is this your kind of season?